We all know sugar is bad for you, but we don't really know what actually happens to our body and to our health if we would stop eating sugar. So in this video, we're going to go over an example of some health benefits and things that would happen to your body if you stopped eating sugar for 30 days. According to Dr. Sten Ekberg, when we're talking about sugar, and sorry about this guys, we're also talking about agave, honey, high fructose corn syrup, and rice syrup as well. And not necessarily because they're completely unhealthy, but they are all disaccharides, meaning two molecules linked together. At different ratios, they both have glucose and fructose, and they are absorbed very quickly by the body. Now, excess glucose chronically raises our blood sugar levels, and this promotes insulin resistance. And fructose clogs the liver, and also as a consequence to that, promotes insulin resistance. And insulin resistance is what we do not want. But who am I anyway? Well, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Talita from Shrinking with Keto. And throughout my ketogenic journey, I have lost over 190 pounds and reversed my type 2 diabetes. Now, throughout this journey, I have helped and coached plenty of people reach their goal. And I hope to do the same for you. First things first, sugar is just as addictive, if not more, than cocaine and heroin. Just like drugs, sugar activates the dopamine effect in our brain, which is also the reward mechanism of our body, making us keep going back and wanting more of it. So initially, when you start cutting down on sugar and everything we mentioned before, you will go through withdrawal. Because the same way that you would go through withdrawal if you were to get off cocaine or heroin per se, that's kind of the same thing your body's going through when you quit on sugar. Now, I'm saying this because you might start today and say, Talita, that's all great. I'm quitting sugar. And the first 3 days you will feel bad because it will get worse before it gets better. But let's move further on in this video so you can see what the better is. And you want to make sure to stay until the end of the video because I'm going to give you a little trick at the end to help you ease through the withdrawal. So when you stop eating sugar, one of the first things you will notice is that your sugar cravings will actually decrease. After that, what's going to happen is that you're going to notice that your overall hunger is going to decrease. Meaning, yes, you will get the signal of it's time to eat, but you won't feel that aggravation that hunger brings. Now, I want you to understand that that is due to the reduced insulin spikes from sugar. And in order to explain that better, I want you to think of a roller coaster. Now, every time that we eat sugar or refined carbohydrates, but that's all for another video, your body spikes up insulin. So you go up, 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 just like a roller coaster. But just as you go up, you come crashing down. And when your body comes crashing down, it craves more food, more sugar in order for you to go up again, leaving you constantly with these hunger pangs and telling your body to keep eating over and over and over again. Now, once you stop consuming the sugar, your body does not spike insulin that high. So if insulin is not being spiked, then guess what? It's not going to come crashing down. And guess what? You're not going to be just as hungry as you were before. Which takes us to the next health benefit, which is everyone's favorite, weight loss. And it actually makes sense. If you're not as hungry and you're not eating as much and you're not consuming as many calories, also you don't have the sugar cravings you were having before, well, it kind of makes sense, right? You're going to lose inches around your waist. But this also happens for another reason. Now, remember the insulin we were talking about before, the roller coaster ride? Insulin, think of it as a light switch. When insulin is on, then guess what? Fat storing mode is on as well. And when insulin is switched off, then fat burning mode is on. So the lower you have your insulin levels, the more fat your body can actually burn. It lowers the occurrence of depression and anxiety, and it also increases mental clarity. Now, this happens because you're stabilizing blood sugar levels. Another benefit of quitting sugar is that you will notice that your taste will alter, and not in a bad way. I'm not saying you're going to lose your taste. What I'm saying is that you're going to start tasting things that before seemed bland. Before you wouldn't notice their flavor, but now your senses are more acute. Also, if after 30 days of not consuming sugar, you were to eat your favorite dessert again, guess what? Chances are you might not like it. Chances are it might seem too sweet for you. Next, we're going to check what your blood work would look like after 30 days of quitting sugar. But before that, let me interrupt you for a second. If this is the first time you're seeing this pretty face, let's make sure it's not the last. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell icon so that YouTube can let you know every single time I make a new video for you. And please feel free to ask me anything you want down in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer every single one of your questions. Now, let's look at what blood work might look like after 30 days of quitting sugar. After 30 days of quitting sugar, you will probably see lower blood sugar levels, lower triglycerides, higher HDL cholesterol, and don't be scared, that's the good cholesterol. That's the one you want to be high. And if your white blood count was actually high previously due to some inflammation, well, now it actually could be stabilized. Because quitting sugar also helps reduce inflammation, and inflammation is the leading cause to so many chronic diseases. Again, according to Dr. Egbert, by cutting out completely sugar from your diet, you will reduce also some minor things such as fatty liver, type 2 diabetes, kidney failure, blood pressure, stroke, dementia. Oh, you might also reduce your chances in getting cancer and heart disease. On an aesthetic level, you will notice much healthier skin in the absence of sugar, and it also helps a lot with acne, with eczema, and even some rashes. Finally, on a cellular level, you're going to teach your body how to be metabolically flexible. Instead of burning sugar or glucose for fuel, it will also be able to tap into your fat storages and possibly produce some ketone bodies, which have a whole other list of health benefits besides the ones I mentioned attached to them. Of course, just cutting out sugar will not actually keep you in ketosis. You also have to remove the starches. But if you want to know more about how to get in ketosis and use all the health benefits that ketones can provide, including massive weight loss, all you have to do is check my video above. If you have gotten any value out of this video, I will kindly ask you to press the thumbs up button, as this helps YouTube take this content and push it out to more people that need it, just like you. Now, congratulations for staying until the end of this video. And here's the tip. While you're going through the withdrawal, the first 2 or 3 days, don't be scared. You can take nutritional yeast that is full of B vitamins and also add some potassium to that to help you fight through the withdrawal. And possibly there's people that say they don't even feel it at all. So there you have it. What would happen to your body if you quit sugar for just 30 days? I kind of hope you would keep it for a little bit longer. And also, don't forget, chin up, or the crown slips.